sometimes in life you get a little low energy. You know what I
Not
mean?
me,
Well, listen
you
up.
old fuck.
But here's the point.
Not me, you old fuck.
Some days you get tired of doing the same thing, or some days you don't want to do something. And I had an acting teacher who used to say this. We get an acting class, and the kid goes, I just can't act today. I can't cry. I can't feel anything. And the teacher would go, assume the position. And then the kid would always go, what do you mean? He goes, what do I mean? You tell me. Well, I don't. You just cry. Just start crying or start feeling something. I'm not really interested in what's going on in your psychology. I don't give a shit how you feel. We got to shoot, so assume the position. And then
That's how you feel today? You have low energy?
I'm a little low energy today.
Why?
I don't know. Probably have
Not
something.
me.
I probably have some serious condition.
AIDS.
Every time you say AIDS, I saw so many people die, so I'm always like, hey, don't say that.
You get shocked?
Yeah, because it's my generation. It was
That's
awful.
true.
You
Not
never
mine.
joked about that.
Oh, mine
Now
was-
it's curable, kind of.
Well, now you remember I'm the Magic Johnson days. It's all
Right.
good, baby. You get
Dude.
that? It's like herpes.
For me, it
it's
was
gonna
the
be
worst.
with you. We'll fix it.
Yeah, it's
Pop
true.
a pill, you're good.
Well,
my generation.
My friend's mother got it, and they said it's actually better than having diabetes. She said, "What?"
Diabetes is way more of a hassle.
Said, "Look, I mean, you just take pills and you're going to control it. You're not going to die of it. You're going to die of something else."
medication is not cheap.
That's so unheard of, though. When I remember all
tell
the
us
way
about
up
all your
through the
friends dying of
90s.
AIDS.
Well, I did see a lot of people die of AIDS. And young people in the prime of their life. So it was so scary too, because in the 90s,
I got energy.
Get the fuck
and I don't
off
want your
me.
stupid fucking
Hey,
stories
don't you
today.
stick your hand in my
I got
face.
fucking energy.
You stick your hand in my face when I'm getting
I'm
deep.
spiky today.
Hey, man. I'll get in a shoving match
spiky.
with you. If you want to. Hey, I see your chin down, bro. I'll go. I'm low energy, but I will go, bro. If you ever touch my mouth again when I'm talking, I'm going to give you one more chance.
Hey, how about yesterday? Yesterday, we were at the airport, and Uber's going to pick me up. We're in two different cars.
Oh, my
And I
God.
get in my car first, and,
Oh, my
and Brian's
God.
in the middle of a story. My guy
So
pulls up. I
embarrassing.
went, shut up.
First of all,
there's a,
we're surrounded by so many people waiting for the Uber. So many people.
and Brian's in the middle of this lame story. I just look at him and go, shut up. My car's here. I went, hey, everybody. He needs someone to listen to this bullshit story. Oh my God, it's Bryan Callen. Goldberg's Mad TV, quick. Come hear a story.
I got so embarrassed.
I jumped in my car and took off.
My face got red, and then I looked down into my hand, and then I looked through my fingers, and you were like this. You were hiding behind that little window. You're going, hee, as that stupid Prius and that stupid Uber pulled away, leaving me. And then I'm there, and I felt like everybody's staring at me, so I had to pretend that it was hilarious to me, so I kept laughing.
started going like this?
So I kept going, ha, 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 we're just friends. My story wasn't boring. Oh, my God.
Dude, I get we had a long day, long tour, and we get into the
Yeah.
tour after this, but long Moontower Comedy Festival. And so I do that to Brian. I jump in my Uber, and the guy goes, we're going down the road, and I'm tired, man. He turns around and goes, I know who you are. I went, oh, yeah, that's cool, man. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, listen, Brandon. I'm like,
Already dying.
I just landed in LA. Come on. And then he goes, what? God, what's her name? What happened to the girl? And I'm like, Rhonda. But I didn't say that in my head. I'm like, oh, God.
Waiting for it.
He's like, what's? She lost and he keeps going.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like,
Oh, my God.
And now we're down. Now we took a left on Lincoln
Yeah.
to go towards where I live, and I'm like, I could just jump out of this moving car and I'd feel way better.
Get a couple
and then
scrapes.
About halfway through, he goes, Rhonda Rowdy. I went, well, all right, man.
Brandon and
God
Rhonda Rowdy.
damn it.
Brandon and Rhonda Rowdy.
He goes, I don't get
fighters.
it. Why'd she stop? He goes, with a few tweaks here and there, she could have won a lot of fights. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't even know. Left up here.
Left up here.
No, who else she like? He goes, oh, let me think. I'm like, oh, fuck. I want to jump out of the car.
Yeah. I had a guy, I didn't want to talk, and I go pick up my book, and I go to start reading my book, and that should be a clear sign that, I'm always very polite. And he goes, where you coming from? There it is. I got Texas. He goes, whereabouts? I go, Austin. He goes, man, hot? There it is, asking me about the weather.
God damn it.
I was like, nope, it wasn't.
That's
He goes,
small
man,
talk.
when I was down on the border of Texas and Mexico, bro, it was so hot. It was like 105. I don't think it's as hot as Vegas. You ever been to Vegas in the heat? I'm like, ah!
I want to go.
So I killed him.
It'd be nice if
I
you go.
garroted him with my shoelaces.
It'd be nice if you go. Look at me. You don't think I've ever been to Vegas? Do you think, from just man to man, do you think I want to know about the fucking weather in Texas right now?
Exactly. No, well, you know what I did? Is I leaned over and I went,
Kissed him.
You got really nice tits? You got really nice tits? A full mouth,
You
long
throw
hair.
a curveball.
Oh, you're not a girl. You're not a dime piece. You're not an 11. That's the only time I'm going to listen to anything you say. If you're hot as shit and I want to get laid, and you can show me pictures of your dog on your phone, you know what I mean? Like, here's my
I'll put
dog.
up with some shit if
you'll
I
put
think
up
there's
with
a steak and a dick
You'll put up with an
involved.
asshole is what you'll do.
I'll put up with anything. I mean,
fuck.
literally, she could be the worst human of all time.
But-
She's
but
a
if it's-
dime piece.
if it's
I'll be like,
Octavia-
oh, damn, you killed that dog? You drowned it? The fuck? How was that? It was quick? Damn, that's crazy, girl. What else is going on?
You kill puppies? Oh, that's awesome. I'll say
wow.
anything is awesome if I can just get laid and then get away from you. Now,
you hate white people? Pff, me too, girl. That's crazy.
I'm
Now,
not
we should go
white.
get something to eat.
Yep.
Oh, you're a raging alcoholic? Pff, I like to drink too. Hashtag I never drink. Man, let's do it.
Yep.
Coke? Why not?
But if your name is Octavio and you got a dick and you're in your late 30s,
fuck you.
don't want to talk to
Get
you.
a friend. And I'm not the guy.
I don't want to talk to you.
We had
How
a
about
great
this?
time
How
in
about
Austin,
Brennan? How
though.
about Brennan? He goes, I don't want to wait in the line to the impossible line for Voodoo Doughnuts. And so I say I'm going to go to the after party, sort of the final party of the Moontower Comedy Festival. Figured I'd see some people, and it's just down the way. So then I go to that party, walk around like the old guy that I am, and I realize I don't want to hang out here. Go back to the hotel, and I get a text.
Well,
on
no,
my
I
phone.
waited. So hold on, let me set this up. So Voodoo Doughnuts it's new in Austin. It's the biggest Voodoo Doughnuts I've ever seen. All I cared about is doing good at all the shows. We were grinding while we were out there. And then I was like, I'm going to treat myself to Voodoo Doughnuts. They're my favorite donuts in the world. The chocolate glaze is my favorite donut in the world. So it's like, I don't know, midnight, 1 in the morning. And the line's long as fuck. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to wait in line. I do not care. Have cold hard cash in my hand.
Yep.
I'm going to wait in line.
Well, I gave it to you.
You
I
did
gave you
give it to me.
40.
Thanks,
I gave him a
Daddy.
20. He goes, give me another 20.
Thanks, Daddy.
I was like, $40 for fucking donuts?
Well, if I want 2 dozen, I don't know how hungry I'm going to be. Thanks, Daddy. Anyways, so Shark Guy's Doll Smile, Jay Shaw, wait in line. You leave.
Yeah.
He goes to the party. I don't hear from him. While all I wanted to do, I didn't want to go to a party. I don't care if Pam Anderson in her prime was, hey, Brendan, you looking to dance and I'll suck your dick after? I'm like, no. I want to go to my room, get this decaf coffee and eat these donuts in my underwear. That's my dream right now. So,
I even tried to get you to the party. I wrote this bullshit thing. I go, bro, party's legit, which is a complete lie. Like, it was fucking.
Well,
what does that even mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why would I even say
what's
legit?
legit mean?
I'm 50 and
unless
I
it's
wrote,
the
it's
Oscars
legit.
after party. It's not legit.
I was trying to speak your language, like, like 30 as fuck
This
language.
party's dope.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Bryan goes, I go, I'm not moving. And then I go, I sent him a picture of his glazed
No, let me
donut.
describe it. Let me describe it. He goes, got your glazed right here. And it spells glazed, L-A-A-A-Y.
Glazed.
And what is it? Well, it sure is the glazed donut, kind of sitting half out of the box, touching the sheets. All right, already got a problem with it touching the sheets. His legs open. I can see his feet in the background.
TV.
And millimeters. Not inches, but millimeters away from that glazed donut is his fat, wrinkly, shitty Aurora dick. His dick. And I swear to God,
Trunk
I'm
is
not
out.
an expert, but I swear to God, it looked like it had been post-jacked. Post-jacked. So he looked exhausted.
He looked concussed.
He looked exhausted. Like if he had a mouth, he'd be going. That was rough. Oh, get that donut. That donut's blocking my air.
I know Bryan was dying for that donut, so just glazed donut.
mean, touching the sheets.
Limp dick, just exhaust. I put, got you glazed right here.
Fucking
I put room
millimeters.
927.
I guarantee that the wrinkly dick probably touched that donut at one point. It could not have.
Oh, then I ate that dick donut in the morning.
What the fuck, man? I'm not eating that donut.
Hey, the best part
And you
is
ate all the other
you
donuts.
didn't even want a glazed donut.
Sure
you wanted the
didn't.
chocolate.
I wanted chocolate
I
glaze.
forgot, and I ate yours.
I was furious.
Oh, I woke up in the morning. I ate
was
that
furious.
dick donut, though. I was starving.
Fuck off. I was furious.
Oh, God, that's so funny. I forgot about that.
Post-jacked seahorse. the skin of a seahorse.
No.
Why is it all wrinkly
it looked
and
like
brown?
a baby elephant trunk. You know when they're all ashy?
He just
That's what it
looked
like.
all tired and wrinkled up.
And like over like wah, wah,
Rip
wah.
Van Winkle without a beard. Fucking thing I've been asleep.
Oh, come get your donut, bitch.
Oh.
Ah, God, that was great. How fun was Austin, though, man? We had some great food.
It's a great town. We went to Justine's. Our boy Mark Leiper
Justine's
took care
is a
of us.
special place. You know, if you've seen True Blood, you know where that bitch works, the little vampire who
Dude,
falls
you're
in love
right.
with
That
the-
is it. That is the True Blood.
It's the True Blood hangout. It's the middle of this grass field, and it's so old school and fancy and great food and
And there's the
classy women.
under tapestry, the cool under tapestry artistic crowd of Austin goes there
and
late
it
at
was
night.
just white.
White as far as the eye
Just
can see.
white people everywhere.
Dressed well like dandies. And I had a couple
Kind of hipster, like 50s vibe, but phenomenal food.
had a couple ladies my age.
You thought you were so cool. How bad did I want to go? Hold on, let me say.
yeah.
So before this, so the way it works at the Moontower Comedy Festival is, so Bryan and I do Fire and the Kid together. We had 2 Fire and the Kid shows, one on Thursday night, one on Saturday night. And then before or after those shows on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I have stand up, Bryan has stand up. Then Bryan would have stand up where you saw him. I posted that video of him singing, which was badass.
Awesome.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. So so we have that, and so once we get done with our last show on Saturday night, then I have stand up late that night. We go to Justine's, and so we order steaks. We have the steaks and frites there, fries, and for French fries, and but we're watching the UFC fights on the table, which is frowned upon. Like everyone was not happy.
Well,
with
we're
us.
in this very cool French restaurant.
Gotta watch the fights,
We got
son.
the fights on Jay's phone. On
And,
Jay
I,
Schaub's
and you know
phone.
when OSP did the Von Flu choke, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
I demonstrated on Bryan because I'm like,
He
no,
gets up from the table.
Did I
and
not
goes,
call it?
Yeah, you called
As soon as I went to the ground, I went, watch this Von Flu choke against the cage.
Yep.
Bryan goes, what? And I demonstrate, and then he did
I
it.
would never see that coming because you did that to
I
me.
trained
and it
with
was fucking
OSP, so I
crazy.
knew that was kind of so I'd say he's a blue belt level jiu-jitsu.
Really?
One
Only
stripe blue
that.
belt, probably around then. But that choke that he can do is high level brown, black. Like he's really, really good at just that.
I was amazed that you got up and
I
showed me
told
that
you
in
right
a
away.
restaurant.
Bryan goes, I don't get it. And I looked around. I was like, fuck these people. I don't watch.
By the way, full restaurant. I mean, full restaurant.
Oh, my big ass is, I look like a bull in a
You
china
barely
shop.
fit in that restaurant.
Everyone's looking, I go, Bryan, put me in guillotine, stay in guillotine. And I just showed Bryan how to do
Right
it.
there. By the way, you didn't have to apply any pressure, and that hurt like a motherfucker.
It's a badass choke.
Oof.
So, anyways, we watch the fights, and we're
Von
going back
Fluke.
and forth. We're like, yeah, like yelling and shit. Everyone hates us in there.
Yeah.
And then
I'm going,
then I want to leave. It's been a long fucking night, man. I just keep talking shit about Voodoo Doughnuts. I think I was getting on people's nerves because I was just talking about donuts. Girls would come up to us, guys. I'm like, very cool. Do you know where Voodoo Doughnuts is at? And then while I'm trying to leave, Bryan looks like an English teacher. He has a shirt on with a crushed velvet sports coat.
Hugo Boss Black Label. Keep
But
going.
it's brown. He looks like every history teacher you've ever had
But
off duty.
sexy beard.
Off duty.
Salt and pepper beard.
No, he
sexy.
did look good.
Yeah.
And then these two old. I don't even know.
Now, they're my
these two
age, bro.
Old.
Hey.
Hold on. These two
One-
old.
Easy,
Their faces
easy.
look like
Easy.
old
Listen,
Navajo
listen.
sacks.
No, don't
Just
say that.
Navajo.
No, don't say that.
knapsacks
Sir, we all
with
get older.
eyes.
No.
Bags like
No, no,
hound
no.
dogs.
We all get older.
And then one goes, "Oh, hey!"
They were
and I
both-
see
no.
old.
Let me explain what it was.
The old creep stop and talk to
No,
him.
as what one of them knew me from Los Angeles. So she knew me because she used to wait on me in one of my favorite restaurants,
In
no longer in Venice.
1947.
A long time ago. So she blah blah blah. She said, "Hey, it's me," and I go, "Oh, I didn't honestly recognize her." But I noticed her friend was putting the mad dog stare on me.
Oh, she was putting the old handbag Navajo eyes.
I
on
call
him.
it. She was raping me with her eyes. So So I said, "Hi,
looked
how
like
are
a
you?"
fresh pair of ostrich skin boots.
I said, "Hi, how are you?" And she was actually a rather attractive older woman. And when I say older, I mean probably
90.
four years
Ah,
younger,
90.
4 years younger than me.
Hey.
That's how old I am. I know, but she was.
She was not 54. She was every bit 84.
No, younger. I'm saying she was
Oh, I
probably
was saying
40.
84.
No. She was probably about 40.
They're both in their
46,
80s.
47.
Both 80s.
No, don't say that. And so she said to me, she goes, "I was just saying to my friend, that's one of the best looking men I've ever seen in my life." To which I went, "Well, I'm sticking around. I'm sticking around because there's nothing I enjoy more than being admired by women, and I don't care who they are, what they look like, or where they're from. And you had to pull me away from both of those.
I told Bryan, I said, dude, I'm about to freak the fuck out.
Those mature ladies, those mature MILFs.
Gills.
We're going to be.
No, gills.
All right, but just don't be, sir, please.
No, please just call a spade a spade.
They were attractive older
there's
women.
MILFs, there's gills,
All right.
then there's MILFs.
They were
mummies I'd like to fuck.
Okay, well, they were attractive, mature women, and we had a nice conversation, and then you go, hey, B, my back is killing me. I got to get the fuck out of here. I was like, listen, ladies, I really appreciate being admired, because I am, and I'll see you later. And that was it.
And I flicked both their noses. And
ain't I a sucker for any kind of admiration or any fan who comes up and goes, love your stuff? I'm like, I stay there for way too long.
Well,
you know
relax.
What?
Don't say fan.
I'm a hole you can't fill.
If construction workers went,
yep.
What's up? Brian would stop like, hey, how you guys doing, man?
Yep.
Everything's good?
Yep. I'd be like, this old thing.
I couldn't wait to
this
get out
little old thing, and I'd arch my back and be like, you guys are crazy.
Dude, the best thing at the Moontower Comedy Festival was the comedy jam. I didn't know what we were getting into.
Goddamn comedy jam.
Brian was singing it. So what they do is they have comics go up there and they do like a story or a bit, and then they do a song. So it was Brian, who else? Adam Ray, who was a beast.
Yep.
He sang Alanis Morissette.
Isn't it ironic?
Isn't it ironic? And his story was, it might be his bit. It's so fucking funny.
Yep. Very, very good comic.
Who else was on there?
There was Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Who was killing me with his comedy, hilarious. Voice, not so good. There, I said it out loud.
No, Tony, if you're listening, your voice is...
Let's not sing.
Might not be for him.
Let's not sing.
But he
was singing a very difficult song, though, Careless Whisper. But his comedy was slaying me. He is... I love his comedy. He was killing me.
Check it out. You know his partner in crime, the guy who does Kill Tony with him?
Yeah.
The guy with the nose from...
Jeremiah Watkins.
Yes, Jeremiah Watkins.
Great. The sax player.
How about he's
funny
the sax
comic.
player. He's great. Hilarious comic. We're on the same... we did a set together. He
ripped
was
my
after
shirt
me.
off.
Yeah. So they're doing Kill Tony in Austin, and they're making fun of some guy, and they said the guy was real hostile.
Well, he was on mushrooms.
He ripped the mic out of his hands, and then, they're like, whatever. So Tony and Red Band just keep playing along with it, and they go, all right, man, what do you do for a job? And if you guys know Kill Tony, they give new comics like a minute to see what they got, and then they critique them. You're going to get roasted. It's Tony, Red Band, and Jeremiah Watt. You're going to...
Jeremiah is very good at roasting.
Very, he's so talented. If you don't know who he is, fucking get with it. But he... So they make fun of the guy. He rips the mic out of Jeremiah's hands. Jeremiah's like, whatever. And Tony goes, what do you do? And then Jeremiah Watkins go, besides being a real life Cabbage Patch doll.
No, a real life
Garbage Pail Kid.
Garbage Pail Kid.
I guess the guy flipped out.
The whole place goes crazy.
Tried fighting him.
He pushes him. He turns.
Pushed him through the Moon Tower, like fucking tower things.
Yeah, the pillar.
Yeah, attacked them.
Yeah. And
probably not for you if you're a comedian. You can't deal with a little bit of roasting.
And then he was talking shit to him on Twitter, but then he was on mushrooms apparently.
All right.
Although when I've been on mushrooms, I haven't been violent. I've just been...
No, it's just not for you.
I stare at a water fountain for about 3 hours.
He didn't get arrested, though?
I think he did, or he got...
Dude. We were walking back to our hotel. We saw a bachelorette party.
Woo!
Dude.
We saw a fight between the bachelorette
and her
and then the bridesmaid. No, I'm sorry. The what is it?
What do you call it? Who's
getting married? The woman is getting married.
Maid of honor.
The bride and the maid of honor.
Oh, hey, I'm not talking like...
And we know that because they said that's what it was to the cops.
And I'm not talking like, get out of here. I'm talking WWE head on cement.
Both of them in a bear hug, hitting the ground, one on top of the other. And
one slammed her head
pulling
into the
hair,
glass wall.
Punching, one throwing punches. Fantastic.
And we just kept...
And
we did nothing.
Not a one of those ladies had been missing a meal. Not a one.
No, it was a heavyweight fight.
No, it was a heavyweight fight. These gals were in the... I mean, if they were,
talking about Rumble in Austin?
Now, if they're in the UFC, they'd have to get that. It'd be like, hey, listen, the limit's 265. We got to talk. I mean, big bone gals throwing bones, throwing heat, and nobody getting hurt. There's a lot of padding going around. But I'll tell you something. Then her friends are trying to pull them off, and the guy starts to cry. The groom, he starts to cry.
They start beating him up.
Yeah, they start beating him up.
They attacked him.
I think if I could say, I was trying to put it together. I believe the bridesmaid, maid of honor, was probably getting fresh with the groom, and then the bride was like, "Fuck this." You could see there was history there. It was beautiful.
There are a couple,
but at one point,
Honey Boo Boo lookalikes.
Yes,
they were texting his bottle.
At one point,
barbecue every day, all day.
The groom went. "Ah!" and he kind of like looked like he was like scratching at his throat, and he ran into traffic, and I was worried he was going to get hit. It was just a disaster.
She's definitely doing the fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a bottom.
Oh yeah. The whole thing was
How
classy.
weird was that?
It was classy.
They probably woke up the next morning like, what in the world just happened?
Yeah. Well, alcohol on that level in any city is never going to work
Hold on,
out.
Austin, if you're listening, sober up. We went down 6th Street.
Woo!
I thought it was a frat party. I'm not talking
I was
like
running a gauntlet. On the way
everyone
back.
was chocolate wasted. It was like running through a drunken maze.
True that.
It was weird, right?
It was weird. It was crazy. Drunk.
Somebody-
That time at night, right?
My
That's
God.
People start literally pouring out of the bars,
It was like Bourbon Street times 10.
and they don't know what to do, and they're all hanging on each other. And I walked down there to get to our hotel.
I know, I was worried about you.
I had to dodge. I keep my head down, and I was literally dodging bodies.
I got my Voodoo Doughnuts, which is on that 6th Street or 5th Street.
Yeah.
I fucking jogged. Me and Jay Light jogged home.
Light jogged home.
It's trouble, I feel like.
Yeah, that's always trouble. Yeah, I'm always worried somebody's going to pull out a gun. Somebody
In
pulls out a
Texas?
gun or a knife, and somebody starts cutting or shooting.
There's a lot of cops, though.
There's a lot of
for
cops.
that reason.
There's a lot of cops. Has to be a lot of cops. 'Cause
And the other thing, Texas, when we go to the coffee shops, a lot of light roast. What the fuck is going on with this light roast?
look, you and I don't like sour coffee
Oh, because we're men?
because we're men.
Where we got fine Italian palates?
And this is my impression of your brother. Ready? Yeah, but the caffeine's twice as much. I like it. I put citrus in my coffee. I actually put lemon in my coffee. I was like, listen,
No,
Jay.
Jay said, I mix lemonade and coffee. I like the caffeine. I'm like, all right, so you like caffeine. We got that.
Take a caffeine pill and drink and suck on a lemon.
Yeah.
All right?
And shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
But we like a nice dark roast. It's this weird fucking, this new kind of trend. Ooh, light roast. You talking about iced tea, bitch?
It's bullshit
with
where
caffeine?
they say you taste the bean
No,
and
fuck
not
you.
the roast. Fuck off. The French and the Italian. I'll take my coffee the way the French and the Italian drink it.
You ever had they call it French press for a reason.
That's right.
A nice dark Italian roast. God, you get that bullshit hippie light roast out of my face.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There's a reason we
ISIS.
cook meat and we roast beans. Fuck off. Unless it's carpaccio. Back to Justine's though. How about that garlic custard? Woo-wee!
Dude,
We had garlic. Sounds disgusting. Maybe the best thing we've ever had. Garlic
the
custard.
bread,
Send us into a panic.
you put a nice fig jam, the first layer, then you put that custard garlic on top.
Yeah.
Oh, and also when I'm on the road, I go off my diet.
Yeah, you
I
do.
go off my diet.
go-
One morning
you
I
go a
woke
little
up
crazy.
and I couldn't see.
You at one morning, your mouth was so full that it was everything I could do not to shave
out
you
with
down,
me?
shave your face down,
Throw your
and
cock in my mouth?
drink deeply of your mouth.
Yeah, I
As
bet. It's
throw
tough.
a wig on you.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah. Then I saw your eyes.
Get in line.
You look like a giant Asian woman. I couldn't believe
Yeah,
it.
I did. That's racist, especially with chin in the room.
Well,
But
so what? So be it.
I look
You
like
did.
Jin's brother.
Yep.
If I eat a lot, I do.
Yep. I was like, wow.
I like to party,
Hello,
man.
Mrs.
By
Chang.
party, I mean just eat food, not drink, or stay up late by partying.
Yeah.
But I was good though, because every morning
You don't drink and I don't drink. It's
I
funny.
don't drink
We
at
never
all.
get drunk.
No, never. I've got shit to do. Anyways, every morning we'd wake up and work out at Onnit Academy though. And those workouts, man, hashtag Sweat City. What was the gentleman who looked like Steve Aoki taking us through the workout?
It's terrible we don't know because he's a master trainer at the Honored Academy. He looks like Steve Aoki, and our apologies for not knowing.
He's a genius.
He's Korean and white. He's a complete badass.
He's 42.
John Wolf is a badass. Juan, how about Juan's quads? Juan, who took us through.
Took you through a workout, Just Tights. Hey, Juan, get your dick out of my face next time we work out.
Yeah.
He had Just Tights on and
Yeah.
a t-shirt.
Yeah, with the biggest quads in the world and
Fat quads, fat dick.
beat us down with those awesome workouts. Those dudes know what they're doing.
That the workout Steve Aoki, I apologize, I don't know your name. The Steve Aoki workout, it was 30 minutes, but it was non-stop. It's 30 minutes of like rope, kettlebells, kettlebell swings, lunges.
And you're a pro athlete in great shape. Correct me if I'm wrong. 30 minutes, all you need.
Yeah, I love doing that workout. I mean, not 6 times a week, but I think for 3 times a week,
Yeah.
hell yeah, I love that workout.
Yeah.
It's not hard on your body.
Right.
Jay Schaub did it with me. He's not known for his cardio. He did it with me about halfway through. He goes, I'm gonna get some water. I went, you mean take a break? Because you left outside.
Well,
but I was worried about
Yeah,
him.
Jay doesn't do that kind of workout.
No,
It's tough.
he's in shape, but it's
Yeah.
a different kind of shape. Like he's a big, thick kid.
Right.
Big old thick brat.
Right.
But that workout Juan took us through, that was a bit of a beast
Yeah.
at the end there.
Yes, it was.
And I was worried about Jay Shaw. Again, he doesn't do that.
Yeah, it's not easy for him, but I loved it. I mean, I that's all I needed.
Oh, and then
Pushing a sled, doing the ski machine, doing the row machine, running on a treadmill, and then before that we did the
the complex with the straight
barbell.
bar. Yeah. Straight bar, yeah.
Pretty cool.
That was fun though, man. And then we did a podcast with the Skylar bros there.
The Sklar brothers.
Sklar?
Hilarious.
Sklar?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Those guys are as funny as it gets. And I did their podcast. Those motherfuckers can riff on shit. Like you give them a subject and they just riff. They're like, it's basically two minds against one. They're so in sync. They're so.
They have a
it's
connection.
weird.
You ever see on it? I wanted to bring it up to him on the show, but didn't because it's a silly fucking question. But there's that show on VHN, The Twins,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just a competition of twins. They separate them in two different houses,
Uh-huh.
and then they'd only get together when they had competitions. But they didn't do well when they were separated.
Right.
Like when they're separated, they had like anxiety and freaked out because they're always together, always the exact same. And then during the competitions, you'd have to do what the other was thinking. It was
Right.
weird. Like at the end, the elimination, the way you get kicked out of the house, they'd ask questions. So they'd ask one question. So they'd ask one question at the same time, and see if you had the same answer, you get a point. Dude, they were right most of the time.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was like as a kid, what was your favorite show growing up as a kid, or what's your favorite kind of bread? And they were always ding right. Like
yeah.
they knew each other better than anyone.
I've never seen anybody more connected than Randy and Jason Sklar. And
And I thought,
are
if
they
I
the
poke
nicest
you,
guys in the
does
world?
he feel it?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Are they the nicest guys in the world?
Super nice and funny and
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. Hilarious people.
We got to go, and I'm going to talk to Justin, our agent, touring agent. I want to go back to Austin, but I want to do it right because of the comedy tour. And I apologize to those who didn't get tickets. Those comedy festivals, it's not on Bryan and I. So they invite us. You got to be invited to the comedy festival. And then they sell badges, typically not tickets. For Find the Kid, they sold, I think, 200 tickets.
Right.
But in general, they sell badges. So you can see Bryan Callen stand up, Bren Schaub stand up. Then you can go to the Find the Kid. Then you can go see Dom Herrera or Jay Farrow or,
Dana Gould or whoever.
yeah, whoever.
Yep.
But that's what it's not just for the Find the Kid.
Right.
So we want to go back there, like 6 months and do it right and do one big ass Find the Kid show.
We should definitely do that. Let's call it 6 months and kill it.
6 months and just goose,
Yep.
do it at the Paramount.
Cap Cities wouldn't be bad either. I got to tell you, we'd have
How many does it
probably
hold?
have to do 2 shows.
Nope,
there.
I want one. I don't want to do that. I want one big grand ass show.
Yep.
Grand Hog show.
We'll call it the Grand Hogoso. Fuck, we didn't eat that. We didn't eat that damn barbecue that Aubrey always brings us to. We were so busy though.
We ate sway
I feel
Thai
we were
food though.
Oh, that's the best Thai food I've ever had in my life.
What'd I tell you? Shout out to Aubrey Marcus, recommend sway. He took me there and I looked and I went, God damn, it's good. My problem is I just can't stop. If something's good, I just want to keep ordering it.
You'll keep
Like that
eating.
fried crab rice.
Yeah.
I had great tacos too, man.
Tacos are good.
Yeah, I know. We went ham.
Yeah, we went ham. There was one more thing about Austin. We didn't see the bats because I saw it on video.
Because I don't care.
And I don't care. And I don't care about bats because I would have been like, well, look at all the bats.
Unless Batman's down there, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I would have released hawks. Do they eat bats?
What eats bats? Oh, owls do. Owls eat a bat.
Fuck. Owls are straight up predators.
Owls are gnarly looking.
Yeah. Owls
God,
kill
you and
cats.
You and Jay wouldn't
Did you know that?
No, I don't. But you and Jay wouldn't shut up about birds. We had that lunch. It ruined my lunch, man. You just kept talking about birds.
Well, we're pretty deep when it comes to birds. Oh, yeah. You were anti-bird at that lunch. We were talking about the bird.
I'm saying they're a stupid pet to have.
Yeah,
you can't
well,
cuddle
I
them.
was
You can't
talking
really
about-
do anything.
Yes, you can. I was talking about how my parrot, I used to rub his tummy. And he
Oh,
was
then
adorable.
Bryan took 13 minutes to bring up a YouTube video of a guy rubbing a random parrot's belly. I'm like, unless it's your bird, I don't give a fuck. That's like saying I play basketball and then showing a highlight clip of LeBron James. Like, all right, that's not you. Who gives a fuck?
Guys are like that where I started talking about my kid. I started talking about something he did. And Brendan goes, hey, man, you're not allowed to tell me about anything like that.
No, it's just
I'm super bored
it's just
right
me
now.
Bryan in the car, and he's like, dude, you know what? My son, this, and my wife. I went, Whoa. What are you doing right now? I'm not your next door neighbor. What the fuck are you? Where's Brian? We don't talk like
Where's
this.
Brian? Where the fuck? I was like,
and you went,
sorry.
You went,
Sorry.
you're right. I went,
Sorry.
yeah, I'm right.
Sorry.
Would I ever do that to you?
Sorry.
Oh, bro, Joanna, the other day. What are you doing? The fuck are you doing right now?
Did you see how Chris Pratt, he'd handled it very well. Chris Pratt just said something like, he goes, you know what, man? You know, I come from blue collar roots, and I feel like Hollywood doesn't show any like blue collar stories about like regular blue collar workers in the Midwest, or just kind of white guys who are doing their thing. And people tweet, they go, well, there are about 1,000 movies like that. And here's the list. And Chris Pratt he looks at all the tweets. He goes, fuck. Like, including this year, like Manchester by the Sea. It just goes on and on. And he goes, yeah, you know, it's probably a stupid thing to say. I'll own that. There are a ton of movies about blue collar.
Yeah,
it was awesome. It's like, that's how you deal with it. Just realize that you
like me and my friends, we
don't
don't talk. Like, don't waste my goddamn
guys.
time.
So they've done the studies on that. What do they say? Guys need a point. There's got to be a point to what you're saying.
No,
you can't
but
just start
also
talking.
don't tell them about you and your wife what you made for dinner last night. Go ahead and tell me that story.
So my wife decided to get a little. Hey, that's really rude. I didn't get through my story.
I don't care. That's what we're doing from now on.
Let me tell you another story.
All right, go ahead.
My kid just took his. Excuse me.
That's what we're doing from now on.
That's
When
super
you start
rude.
those shitty stories.
That's super rude.
Dude, I could have not wait for my Uber to come here and stay. You're in the middle of some terrible story. I'm like, and we've been together nonstop. I was like,
God.
Where the fuck's this Uber? I'm gonna jump in a random Uber, or I'm just gonna jump into traffic to get over.
You kept
the story.
looking for your. I was like, hey,
You were in the middle of the story. I went, it says 6 minutes away. He went, yeah, that's cool. So, anyways, back to the story and all. Oh, wow. 4 minutes. Is it an actor? He went, I don't know, man. But the thing is, fuck, he doesn't get it. I don't want to listen to the story.
It was so
You
rude.
just kept on
And
keeping
in the middle of my story, I
on.
didn't even get to the end of my amazing story.
Oh, thank sweet baby
Did you,
Jesus. Baby Jesus.
How did you fare in your predictions of the fights?
I think I went 5 for 5. Any
Really?
other brain
Did you?
busters? Yeah.
You got the Cub Swanson, of course.
Standard.
You got the OSP.
Standard.
You got, what was the other fight that was Saw? What was the other fights?
Some great fights, man. Remember Jake Ellenberger? With Perry, I said, I hated that fight for Jake. I hated that fight for Jake. But I said, I can't pick against my friend Jake, but if I was betting on it, I'd take Perry.
Why did you hate that fight? Just because Perry hit so hard? And
yeah, for every reason known to man. Oh, you know what? I took Lozon off over Stevie Ray. So I went.
Did you get Iaquinta?
I went, of course. I went one. I always take Iaquinta, and we should talk about him. But I went, let's see, one. I took Lee Teese.
Did you get Dodson?
So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7. Not bad. Not bad. Bryan. Jake Ellenberger. Poor
Bryan.
Bryan. Bryan.
What happens to Jake at this point?
Probably should get his brain checked out, and that was a horrible knockout. And my favorite is Iaquinta going, when he didn't get a performance bonus, he just goes, the UFC tweets the bonuses, he retweets and puts, fuck you.
That was freaking crazy.
He has got a mouth.
Did you see what I retweeted today, this morning?
No.
It was like quotes from Iaquinta in Nashville, and he was just like, what the fuck? He goes, I'm on TV, the car I'm driving, I could be doing anything in the world. He goes, I love fighting, we don't get paid shit. Then you bring in Reebok. It was hilarious.
How about the fact that he goes, yo, if you're looking for a house, I'm moonlight as a realtor.
Oh, but he said today, he goes, I think on MMA Hour with Hawani, he goes, serious inquiries only. Don't be blowing me up.
Fantastic.
He's so hilarious, man. I don't know what his objective is there, but
is it possible he wants to?
I just think he's over it. Like, he's making money elsewhere. Fighting's a tough game. You know, it's... I don't know what his motive is there. I love what he's doing, though. You need guys to speak up like this because everyone's so scared. And you got this Jersey kid who doesn't give a fuck, speaks well, looks good, going to be ranked in the top 10 now. Just starch Diego Sanchez.
Yeah.
I believe he should have won knockout of the night. But again, you're going to talk this shit. You're going to do these things. They're not going to do you any favors.
Yeah.
You're not getting a discretionary bonus. You're probably not going to be featured on the main card next.
I don't think he gets it over Mike Perry. Mike Perry, that knockout was crazy. That elbow was. Ugh. I mean, that was.
Yeah, but Iaquinta took all that time off, came back from an injury. He's the co-main event against a legend, Diego Sanchez, and starches him. starches him with a minute 40 in the first round. You know, Mike Perry, he landed that elbow, but Jake Ellenberg won the first round.
Yeah.
And Jake's been knocked out kind of a bunch lately, man. You know, it's he won his last fight, but it's a tough go.
Yeah.
I think Rumble even asked Jake Ellenberger to retire. He said something online.
Anthony Johnson did?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I think it gets to a point where
most guys can tell it's just
hurt.
like, dude, what are we doing here? And Jake has a kid, a young one, and I love Jake, man. One of the great guys. I should have him on the breakdown. He's a good dude. But the thing, these cards have been delivering, man. Like, they're great cards, just not getting a lot of hype. They're just not.
Well, I mean, that seems to be the biggest problem, and I don't know why they won't. Is it because now that it's this big corporate thing, there's nobody at the helm?
I don't think they know what they're doing. I think there's a new guy with social media. Like, Iaquinta posted, they were trying to hype his fight, and he reposted it and goes, dude, this is footage from 4 years ago. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, if you were fighting DC in the octagon, what emoji would you use? The fuck?
Yeah.
A 13-year-old girl's not tuning into this.
No.
What grown man's gonna be like, ooh, I'd use the devil horns.
Right.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know.
They'll figure it out. There's a huge fight this weekend, though, not UFC. UFC's taking some time off before that huge Dallas card. But there's Anthony Joshua versus Klitschko Saturday on HBO and Showtime. It's the biggest heavyweight fight in, I can't remember, man.
I can't wait to see that fight.
Long time. I cannot wait. It's on Showtime and HBO. When's the last time they did that?
God
So just to show you how big it is, Joshua sold out Wimbledon. I think it's Wimbledon.
Wimbledon?
No, it's Wimbledon.
Wembley Stadium.
Wembley.
He sold out Wembley Stadium?
90,000 tickets in under 2 hours.
Is that true? Wembley Stadium is, wow.
That's how big the draw is.
Pull up Wembley Stadium. Take a look at how big this is for a sec. For a boxer. And people say boxing is dead. I beg to differ.
Well, in America, they say that. Everywhere else, they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if they do say boxing's dead because I haven't heard anybody say that, but it just sounds awesome.
No, it's like
Look at the size of that fucking stadium, guys.
Let's get a better picture.
90,000.
What the fuck? Come on. Look at that. Look at that.
That's enormous.
Look at that.
It's fighting Klitschko.
That is nuts.
Klitschko's a huge draw in Europe, so you have the best of both worlds. It's kind of like this young lion versus the old vet. Mm-hmm. Such a great fight. I'm stoked.
What do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to announce on Big Brown Breakdown.
Oh.
I'm going back and forth. That's the truth. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I'm doing my research right now. I'm going
Okay.
back and forth. Such a good fight, though.
Yep.
I think it's on at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock our time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Porter and Berto fought this weekend.
Did you watch the fight?
I sure did last night.
I only saw the highlights.
Porter just put it on him, kind of outclassed him. Just pressure, and that put him away. Porter's a monster. He wants that rematch with Thurman.
Yeah. Amazing.
He gets earns mandatory title shot against Thurman. Man, to be honest, I thought he beat Thurman last time.
See what happens.
That's that Dan Raphael's article. That guy sucks. Yeah. Looks like those girls trying to pick up Callan at the bar.
Hey, man.
Should we do some current events?
Do some current events.
Let me drain this
Current
fat Voodoo Donuts
Gonna
coffee.
drain my fat. Okay. Is that your Voodoo Donuts coffee? No.
Voodoo Donuts coffee?
Thought that
Yeah,
you
I
said.
brought it from Austin.
I was
Brian.
like, what? You said Voodoo Donuts coffee.
No, I said cock.
Oh, gross. All right, let's do some current events.
All right. First current event. We didn't ever talk about this suicide thing with
Aaron Hernandez had
Yeah.
Bible verse scrolled on his head. You know what I think?
316?
You know what I think is that's a very small forehead, so it had to be.
Oh,
written
you
in
mean
small
just like
letters.
mine?
Yeah. You couldn't
him
fit,
out the exact
you could
same.
fit one sentence on your forehead.
Well, I
between
could
your
write John
eyebrows.
3:16 on my forehead, but you want more than that? Can't do it.
Yeah.
That's what he had on his forehead.
Yeah.
How about they're saying this? Have you seen this, Chin? They're talking about he had a gay lover.
That's the next one.
oh,
yeah.
go ahead. Go into that.
Well, I mean, you pretty much said it. They think that he was actually bisexual, had a gay lover, and that's one of the reasons why they think he killed that other guy.
Yes.
Odin Lloyd.
Odin Lloyd, yeah.
Why? What?
Because he was
why?
going to tell people or extort him for money or something like that.
What he doesn't realize, I know around the homies and like that tough clique he was with, it's frowned upon. But in society, he would have got so much more notoriety and fame if he was like, yeah, I'm bisexual. I fuck girls. I fuck dudes.
Look at how good looking
I
he
happen
is.
to be one of the best. Yeah, he's a handsome ass dude. I happen to be one of the best football players in the world. I'll jack you off. I'll suck on your titties. What's up? He would have got so much
Well,
more
I don't know
support.
if saying that would have been good, but I hear what you're saying.
A lower
I'll
version
jack
of
you
that.
off. I'll suck on your titties. Whoa! Hell, cut. Where's the producer? Do we have a lag on this? Burp, burp, burp. Yeah, he's such a good-looking guy. He would have been the toast of America if he had done that. I'm big.
How much support
I'm
did
big,
Caitlyn Jenner
I'm gay.
get?
I'm straight, and I'm a badass.
How much support did Caitlyn Jenner get? And that's after his or her career in
Yeah,
sports.
that's right.
Now, here Hernandez, granted, if you just didn't kill anyone and you just rode this wave, you would have got so much love. It's crazy.
So that's
and then you
interesting.
fight for fucking the gender bathrooms and all that shit. Dude,
Yeah.
you fucked up.
Well,
Does it say what the note says? Like,
No, they
I
don't
just
say it.
love sucking your dick. In
But
that
they
cell.
said the law enforcement did say that it was for 3 people. Like the one suicide note was for his fiance,
Yeah.
one for the daughter, and then one for the gay lover.
complicated guy, man.
And now he's on 24/7 suicide watch.
That's interesting though, because so that would have been the case. So do we know that Odin Lloyd
Check
was
that out. Yeah, so
threatening
it
to
says,
extort
in
him?
addition to the report explained an intimate relationship the former New England Patriots player allegedly had with a male classmate in high school was reportedly at the center of the investigation into Odin Lloyd's murder.
Wow.
Hey, Odin Lloyd, keep your mouth shut and still be alive, huh?
No, he's got a family, man. That was a
God, it's
bummer.
terrible, man.
It really is. Well,
That's how you know you're bisexual. He wrote fucking one for his girl, one
That's
for
impressive.
his dude, and then one for his daughter.
yeah.
And 3 different like monies being sent from his account. One for his fiance, one for his daughter, and then one for that guy.
You know, one of the things that's human beings, man, like they can have a very evil side, then they can have a tender side. I mean, you know, it's just
He also might have been, but like in his world, like it's the end
That's
of
how you
the
deal with shit,
world.
yeah.
Like your life's over if your friends find out you're gay or bisexual. So he's like, "Fuck, man."
right. You're right. I'm sorry to turn this over to the other side, but it says celebs who died and no one said a word. Did that woman die who was on
No, they do that. They always
That-
put them some stupid.
Welcome
icon
to the
with
internet.
symbols.
That's called trolling.
assholes?
It got
I kind
you.
of know
Welcome
that.
to the
Oh, yeah.
internet.
Yeah, all right. I was
Welcome
like,
to the
oh,
internet,
all
son.
right.
It'll all say like six ways to increase your penis size. You
Yeah.
click on that, huh?
No, because then I got to draw a line on it. I
Even
can't go
this,
any
look at
further.
that.
It's so stupid. Let's not acknowledge any of that bullshit. So Hernandez's brain was taken to Boston University, where scientists will study it for repeat traumas suffered. I think it's funny. I was listening. This is the bummer to me. So I was listening. My favorite like sports shows, First Take, with Stephen A. and Max Kellerman and Molly Curum. Well, shout out to Molly. It's disappointing to hear them who they've never played football go, he barely played in the NFL. There's going to be no CTE. There's going to be no brain trauma. You didn't have a long enough career. I'm like, oh my God. Do your fucking research.
Why would they
He's
say
been playing
that?
football since he was 7. It'd be from 7 to, what is he, 27?
That's a long
That
time.
would be
Or at least 24.
Those 20 years like that, or 15 years, whatever. That's where it's going to happen.
On high
Especially
level shit too, right?
well, not even high level. It doesn't matter what level you play at, but at a young age, when your brain's trying to form, and you're taking hits. That's
Mm-hmm.
when they say a lot of problems occur. So for him, that brain trauma, I think they're going to be surprised. I don't think it's what you could chalk it up to. Maybe that's the reason why he was so kind of bipolar, maybe.
Yeah.
But he also had childhood trauma. Then you toss CT brain trauma in there. Then you toss in gang related stuff.
Yeah.
Then you toss, it's like there's all this adds up. So I think brain trauma can play a role in it, but it's not everything.
They're saying he's only 6'1". He's taller than that, isn't he?
No. Yeah, he wasn't really tall.
I thought he was like your height.
Man. The funeral is today, right? What a shame for everyone involved, though.
It really is. It's just a wasted life and
Go down to his funeral for me,
3 other
Chin?
wasted lives.
Sure.
Monday, April 24th. Yeah.
What's it say about it?
They're just blocking it and they're sending a lot of cops over to secure the area.
Sure.
Just in case. Mother, fiance, several defense attorneys, friends.
You wonder if any of his former teammates, are
Oh,
gone.
100%. Oh my God.
would be, right?
Most of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Pouncey brothers were, he was like a brother to him.
Okay.
Teammates loved Aaron Hernandez.
Did they really?
Yeah. Good dude in the locker room.
Yep. Well, that's what I mean, is right. I mean,
Yeah.
right. You kill people, but people probably had a good memories of them. And like I was saying, nobody's 100% evil. I mean, some people maybe, but rarely.
It's complicated, man. Oh, there you go. The guests included Mike and Maurice Pouncey, Brandon Spikes, the doctor who's checking out his brain, his wife, defense attorney. Dang, man.
They're checking IDs for them to get into.
Wow. Oh, because they think something's going to happen?
I'm guessing.
High security? Well, the gang affiliation doesn't help anyone either.
No.
And then Odin Lloyd's family's probably super upset. Then the one guy who got
yeah, there
shot
you
in
go.
the eye.
There you
the one
go.
guy who got shot in the eye hates him. So maybe they're looking for revenge. Because a lot of people think one of the reasons he committed suicide is so the Odin Lloyd's family can't get access to any of his money.
Oh, that's what I want to ask you guys, because they're saying that there's all these different legal things that happen, right? So he's not even a murderer if he commits suicide, because the trial's
he was
appealed,
appealed.
and it's pending
Yes.
or whatever.
So he got
It's
so
crazy.
those 2 convicted murders that he got off of,
yeah,
and then
acquitted.
so allegedly he didn't do those, and he was found in court that he didn't do them. And then the one that he did get convicted for, they served in life sentence. He appealed that, so they were going through the appeal, and he killed himself for that. So they can't touch his money now.
It's crazy, and it goes to the family then, right?
Yep.
Legally.
The family, and
one
then,
of those
then his gay
situations
lover.
where he realized he felt like he was worth more to the people he loved dead than he was alive. So
But also, I don't think that appeal wasn't going to work out.
yeah,
The evidence was
Yeah.
pretty stacked.
yeah.
Life in prison, or
So what is the final count? Odin Lloyd tried to kill the guy who shot in the
Shot him in the eye.
and then there were
Two
two other
others.
murders that basically.
and then he was connected to a drive-by in college. But
so
at
really
University of Florida.
5 people. Yeah.
And they also said he smoked synthetic marijuana the day before he died.
That's what you do in prison, though, right? Like you come up with some weird shit.
Yeah. Well, all right.
What else you got, Chin? That's a bummer. Just all the way around, it's a bummer.
Sure is.
God, it's just so many opportunities, though. He could have done so much for the gay, lesbian, bi, transsexual community, and then I mean, it's just
Kids who are troubled. I mean,
could have been a
the whole
hero.
thing's a tragedy.
in prison, suicide's way more likely than you getting killed by an inmate.
Is it really?
Way higher.
A lot of suicide.
Yep, way more. It's a way bigger issue than you getting killed by an inmate. You know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's your fucking drop of knowledge, everybody.
I get it though. When you're 23, 24, and you're looking at the rest of your life in a
Or
shithole.
40 and you got serving life sentence. Like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Hand me that fucking blanket
Yeah.
over there. Close the door.
Yep.
That's how they do it too,
let me
on the
suck your
blanket.
dick.
They
I'm gonna
always
kill
hang
myself.
themselves on the blanket.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're going to take away blankets.
Maybe.
Enjoy that. Thanks, Aaron Hernandez. Now no one gets blankets.
Hey,
Or
man.
Bibles. Thanks, bro.
Well, when
Thanks,
you're,
bro.
I've been in the psych ward of prisons, and they give you a nylon smock that you wear, and you have no pillow, no sheets. You have a.
Have you seen the beds?
Yeah, they're steel.
It's like this.
Steel.
Go and sleep on that,
Yeah,
Chin.
for real.
You know how your back feels in the morning.
It's awful.
You didn't commit suicide.
It's awful.
You didn't commit suicide.
Yeah. You're in a glass aquarium. And by the way, I went and saw that in Miami-Dade County Jail, and it was so traumatizing to me that I almost began to cry. And the guard who was running the thing said he saw my face. I'm a macho guy. I was around a bunch of dudes, and I was having a meltdown, having trouble not holding,
Yeah.
trying to hold it together. And he goes,
You look like
get
a
him.
weak
He
link
goes,
right now.
he goes, get him out of here, man. You can't do this to him. You can't just bring. He looks at the guy. He goes, you don't just bring somebody who doesn't know what this is about. Don't do that to him. He got mad. He goes, don't bring in a civilian without getting him. I say when I left, he was saying that to the guy. He goes, you don't bring him in, and you know he's not used to this. He didn't know what the fuck to expect. That's shocking.
It is
Guess what happened?
it is
Guess what happened to me?
fascinating.
I broke out into psoriasis. My legs, I had red patches all over my fucking thighs and shins.
So you're stressed?
And I said that's how bad it was when I saw it.
I think
'Cause they were
everyone
crazy.
should go do that. It's a cool. I don't want to say cool. It's a unique experience. I did in Denver. I'd love to in L.A. It'd be fun.
Miami
Hey, you know
was
when he
worse.
runs those L.A. prisons or jails? give the Fire and the Kid crew a shout out via email. The Fire and the Kid at Gmail.
You mean, you
the
wanna-
Fire and the Kid shop at
State
gmail.com.
penitentiary?
Let us just mosey on through so we have something to talk about. Because I watch Locked Up every night.
Well,
Every night.
Patty Jenkins, who our friend who directed Wonder Woman and had written the script on in prison, she did that. She got to walk through state penitentiary.
Yeah, I want to
in
do our own
California.
thing, though. You know, I don't want to
And
hear
she
someone else's
said-
story
no,
right now.
And she said that what was wild was that she basically was just she and a guard and another guy who knows a lot of the prisoners who works with them basically had free access and just walked through the jail.
You
it
don't
was all
come
good.
shank you.
No,
Like, why would
it's all
they?
good.
You're not
It was
a
all good.
threat. You're
Yeah.
not. Now if I go in there and I'm like fucking Pyru Crip, like it's not. That's probably not gonna go down well.
No, probably not.
So in Hernandez,
Yeah, probably not. I'd be like,
can't wear
this
colors
UFC,
either.
don't fuck with this guy, UFC guy.
who wants some? Who's the shot caller here? Come and get it.
Yeah. This guy right here, UFC.
And then we just do a real life movie like Undisputed. You remember that movie with Wesley Snipes and Ving Rhames, and you got to
Yeah.
fight your way out of jail.
that'd be a lot of
That's
fun.
what we do, and you and me back to back.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to fuck us. And we're like, not up in here.
I don't think they'd be
not
trying
up in here.
I don't think they'd
And
be
we're
trying
like
to fuck
this.
us. They'd just be trying to stab us.
No, they're all like in Hernandez. We're trying to get to our glory holes, and we got to fight them, bro.
I don't want to. I don't want this. I don't like this movie, and I don't want to star in this movie.
No, it's you and me back
I'm
to back.
not starring in
No,
the
you're
movie
throwing
where
real
I'm not
kicks.
starring in Gang Cornhole Zombie. It's called
No,
Cornhole
it's
Zombies.
it's called Locked Up.
Locked Up with Cornhole
Yay.
Zombies.
Locked Up. Yay.
Locked Up. Cornhole Crazy. These guys are Cornhole Crazy.
Locked Up.
Brian and Brendan are locked up, and these guys around them Cornhole Crazy.
Locked Up. Locked Up. What happens in jail stays in jail, and it gets gay.
It gets Cornhole Crazy.
Locked Up. Brian
These
and Brendan.
guys-
Brian and Brendan take the wrong turn. They mess with the cornhole gang.
That's right.
And it
gonna-
gets dark.
They're going to try to fight the Cornhole gang off, and guess what?
They
Spoiler alert,
lose.
they lose hard.
They lose, or yet do they win?
They lose repeatedly.
They lose multiple
Or do
times.
they win
at
repeatedly?
once?
That's right. And most of the
It
dialogue.
depends what you're into. You could say they hit the jackpot.
Don't watch this movie for dialogue, because when the guy wrote it, the dialogue is just and shut up.
Spoiler alert, Brian and Brendan get hogtied as the cornhole gang runs a train.
And all they do is they've been gagged. And
Now they're
just-
part of the
all
gang.
they're doing is looking into each other's eyes with horror as they're taking their turns. It's big. It's a line as long as the ones you see at Disneyland or for Voodoo Doughnuts. But they're not getting rides or Voodoo Doughnuts. They're getting involved in Brian and Brendan's cornholes.
Now this is a spoiler alert. Brian, they forced a wig and makeup on. He stopped fighting, just kind of gave into it.
Guys,
well,
how-
Brendan fought his heart out, but at the end of the day, ended up losing from exhaustion.
Pink lips.
Brian
pink
got
lipstick.
bukkakied on. Watch the 50-year-old get bukkakied on by the inmates.
As he screams, "I'm 50." All right.
They foliated his skin. Blonde wig. Locked up.
Then they shoot me up
Cornhole.
with drugs, and I fucking become addicted, and I'm a walking cornhole, walking cornhole. I'm a walking cornhole.
What happens if you just wanted to stay in there and get fucked?
Well, I need my fix. Hey guys, I'm 50. But they'd be like, ew. I don't-
Whoops, robbed another bank. What's up,
And
fellas?
then
I'm back.
I'd hear this as I got older. Ah, man, he's got gray butt hair. Somebody shave this fucker down. Lamar, get in here with your straight razor.
No, they're going to wax you.
Ah,
Oh, so
Clean as a whistle.
My girl got I forget what kind of-
I'd only be allowed to eat salad, so things were real
Hey, bro,
clean
bit's
up there.
over.
Sorry,
Bit is
sorry,
so
sorry,
over.
Sorry.
So
Sorry, I got a
over.
little excited.
Hey, my girl got, I forget what kind of wax. Not Brazilian, some other wax. I was like, God, I feel like that'd be nice to do my booty hole and balls. Did you ever do that? They call it the BB, balls and
I will say
butt.
this: I keep it well clipped under there.
Would you do the wax?
'Cause I don't like dingleberries.
Would you do the wax?
I don't think I would do the wax.
I told
just
my girl,
find
I
it-
said, ask him how they do it for guys, and you got to get on all fours and then spread your peach.
yeah, you would like that. You would enjoy it. you would enjoy it. And I believe in my heart and soul, 100%, that you're not only going to do it, but probably already have.
No, I
so
swear
I
to God, I
appreciate you
haven't.
breaking the ice, breaking the old ice on this podcast.
No.
First of all, I am appalled, but I expect it from you.
You know
I
what they
guarantee
say?
your fucking rump hole is about as smooth as
No,
a
I feel
cue
like it's a
ball.
bad idea. I feel like there's hair down there for a reason. I feel like that would be a bad idea.
I think you should
And
all.
you know how they have to get like the taint from the balls to the you know.
Yeah. Well, Brendan, that is so disturbing to me.
That's what strippers do.
To get your damn ankles in the air. I'll put your ankles on my shoulder. I'm a professional.
Dude, that's someone's job.
I know. Put your ankles
Hey,
on my shoulder.
$50, you got to go once a month.
It's usually a large Russian woman who never smiles.
Not my girl said it was a pretty black girl. I went, that's problems. That's
No.
problems.
I would
'Cause
need a dude.
I'm like, ugh. I'd rather have the big warlock handle it than some pretty girl or if that.
I'll take
Hey.
a guy. I mean, in other words, just a dude who's like
Who's like,
what
now
he
I got a
does.
hole here, and I'm gonna put the wax there.
A guy who's like this. A guy's like, I got to do it, right? That's how it goes, brother.
No.
And I'm like, oh, why are you
You're
putting that
acting like
wax
Clint
on?
Eastwood's doing it. No, you're gonna walk in like, oh hey, yeah, lay
I want a
down.
guy's like, hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah, you got to do this. I do this shit too.
Ah, fucking
You know what
bullshit,
I mean?
right? Hey, you want to lift weights after this?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wax your ass, and we're gonna put
out the side of his mouth. I'm gonna paint this wax on. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but don't worry about it. You want a piece of leather to chew on? Go ahead, bite it down on his leather. Sorry about that. There
Yeah,
you go,
fucking
it's over.
Vin
You're
Diesel's
done, you're
not
done.
waxing your ass. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna hold this cool cloth against your
Hey,
rump hole.
look at me. It ain't Vin Diesel, buddy.
No,
No.
I want to talk out the side of his mouth. He's kind of a guy who works with his hands.
What else you got, Chin?
All right.
That was weird. Hey, remember when you kept going on with the gay bit? I mean, it was over.
Hey, man, how dare you?
God damn.
How
it.
dare
How long you been in
you?
this business and just keep?
You're the one who you're the one who let the genie out the bottle.
I just said lockdown.
Don't rub the
cornhole
bottle if you don't
edition.
want the genie to come out. Don't rub the bottle.
Get the genie the fuck back in. What else you got, Chin?
You posted this on Instagram. The Taehyun Bang, the Korean UFC fighter who is getting investigated now for fight fixing.
Has any more come out about it?
So they found out that
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Taehyung Bang and Leo cunts.
Tai Young Bang, Leo.
Hey, did you hear about the Bang/cunts?
Bang versus
fight
Cunts
fixing
was
scandal?
crazy.
It's the Bang Cunts fight fixing scandal. Or is it Cunts Bang?
There's your next porno, Reality Kings. What do you got?
well, so they didn't really nail down the person in the beginning, but it was that fight with Leo Kuntz or Kuntz.
Yeah.
Taehyung
It's
Bang.
cunts. It's cunts.
So, if you know the story, they're about to get in a fight, and Bang was supposed to lose, and he apparently is dealing with the Korean mafia, which is already crazy in itself.
Do you know much about the Korean Mafia, Chin?
Just through movies and TV.
Like, what do you know about it?
That they all dress in black. They drive black cars. Same as the Japanese yakuza. They pretty much, extortion. They'll ask you to give you money. Give them money for protection,
Yeah.
and you have no choice in the matter.
Yeah, you don't want
Do-
to
do-
fuck
do
with
they have the
restaurants.
full-
Don't fuck with the
Do
Korean
they have the
mafia.
full tattoos like the Yakuza?
They do tattoos, but that's not like a big thing.
So
in
what I
Korea.
heard is that a lot of the yakuza actually are ethnically
Korean, you said, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what I heard. So I don't know.
I heard you do not want to mess with the Yakuza either.
No, they
still a lot
have
of
they
them.
have double Han.
No, I watched a whole thing on Viceland about the gang culture in Japan and Korea, and with the Yakuza, like they're not accepting a lot of guys. So now there's like there's all these little weird like gangs forming, and they're like going against the Yakuza. It's nasty shit.
Yeah, man. They fight with knives.
But so these guys,
swords.
they plan to correct me if I'm wrong here, Chin. So they had a fight. They're both Korean. They decided to fix the fight. One was supposed to lose. He got in there and was like, nah, fuck that. I like being in here. Wins the fight. Screws the whole thing up. Now the Korean mafia is like, you did what? Give us our fucking money.
Kind of. So the other guy's not Korean. I don't know what Leo Kuntz is, but so the Korean guy dealt with the mafia. They gave him money, or they said if you throw the fight, we'll give you, I think, 100,000 Korean won, and that's like $90,000 or $88,000 in America.
Not worth it.
They said do that, and then all of a sudden, everyone started realizing that the Korean guy is gonna take the fall. So the bets started coming in like crazy at the last second.
Dude, this is why they're so upset. Look, it says the organized crime figures they wagered 2 billion Korean And that's $1.7 million on Kuntz to win.
Exactly. So it came in last minute. So the UFC officials went, hey guys, something's up here. There's a huge sway in the betting odds. It's changed dramatically. We're going to find out. If one of you guys doesn't fight, we're going to investigate you.
Yikes.
They said that. So it freaked out Taehyung Bang. So at the last minute, he's
Hey,
like,
man,
forget this.
listen
I'm
to
going
me
to fight.
right now, Taehyung. The UFC officials are way less dangerous than a bunch of Korean mafia guys that probably bet way too much money on this.
Oh,
That's why he went to the police.
all the UFC
He
officials
freaked
are going to
out.
do is send you fucking Reebok kits to discipline you. The Korean mafia, they'll kill you.
Yeah, they're going to take your
Yeah,
feet.
UFC's like, here, take this. These Reebok pumps and the kits, you got to wear them for life.
Yeah, it's not like the Korean mafia. It's not like they're like, let's forget about it. It's not like they have bad memories.
So they cut your face and eyes off.
Yeah. My Korean Taekwondo teacher said, is I'm Korean. It's 20 years is a very short time for me. It's no problem. I'm wait. I'm wait. It's American people is forgetting, not me. I was like, fuck,
Jesus
man, I don't
Christ.
want to fuck with you.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chin? But what people don't realize is, so I posted this. People are like, God, the UFC is so fucking crooked. No. The UFC has
No,
nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with it. The UFC had no knowledge on this going in. They have nothing to do with this.
No.
They're not part of this in any shape or form. What else you got?
All right. I'm sure you guys have seen this already. The lady that was crying on the American
I haven't
Airlines
seen
flight.
this.
I haven't seen it. It's gonna
So-
break my heart.
The video it doesn't show much. It just shows her. Let's see if I can play a little bit of it.
She had
for you.
twins. She had babies with her.
twins. She had babies. So check it out. So she's like bawling. The video only shows her bawling for like a minute or two. But then they're saying that one of the flight attendants, or it could be a gate attendant, was taking her stroller away because she's not allowed to bring this twin double wide
Yeah,
stroller into the airplane.
obviously.
Standard.
She was warned ahead of time. You can't bring it in, but she brought it in anyways.
See, this is the problem.
She's an
We
a-hole.
talked about this with a guy who's a medic. What's our boy? The bartender.
Mark Leipert. Yeah. He
No,
was
not
a-
Mark.
Yeah, Mark. Mark was a paramedic.
Oh yeah, paramedic, and
Who
he was
works at
saying he's
Justine's,
like
yeah.
it's difficult, man, because you see stuff, and they give them every opportunity to get out. Like, listen, if you do this, this is what's gonna happen. Please get off the plane. Please don't bring it on plane. Please do this. Listen, you're holding up the plane. What about everyone else on board? It's like, dude, I have fucking places to be. Don't bring your double stroller on there. And I don't think you should ever use physical violence, ever. But both are at fault here. Hey, lady. Don't be a jackass and try and bring on a double fucking wide stroller.
Not only that,
down
though,
the
but
lane.
there is something to be said about this. So the whole plane has to leave, okay? People have somewhere to go. If somebody says, I'm not leaving this plane until you allow my stroller on, well, we all know that that's not possible. There's no room. It could even be a safety issue. There are a lot of reasons you don't have strollers. I have traveled with a stroller with my children. What we did is we would check the stroller at the gate, at the door.
course.
That's the rule.
Yep.
There's no confusion here. So don't bring the stroller on like a spaz and like a selfish person, or maybe like a crazy person, and make a big scene. Nah,
'Cause
get
now you're
off the
fucking
plane.
everyone else.
Get off the plane. Just get off.
Or
take your babies and
don't-
get off.
Well, don't bring a double wide stroller and then refuse to get off.
Yeah.
both of them are assholes. The way they dealt with her, it could have been handled better.
How did they
but
deal with
her
it, though?
dealing with
So
it?
that's the thing. Okay, so the reason why this is even a big issue is because someone on the plane, was videotaping it, and she
Standard.
put on her Facebook, "Oh, this guy's trying to start a fight with the customers, and then he hit the girl and almost hit their kid."
That's all I saw.
Bullshit.
Right, but he didn't. There's no footage of him hitting the girl, and what I'm hearing from witness accounts, from because they're kind of going back and forth. Different witnesses
Did you
saw different
research?
things. Some witnesses said she was yelling and being loud with one of the guys, and actually pushed him when he was trying to pull the stroller out of her
Damn. I
hand.
believe it.
And the stroller accidentally, as she pushed him,
Oh, there you go.
hit her.
But
And
see,
then
this
she
is the
blew it
culture
way
we
out of
live in.
proportion.
And she gets on there first, like United. Who is this? United or what is this?
American Airlines.
So American Airlines isn't going to get on there and be like, hey, this is what happened. Like, they
No.
don't think it's be. American Airlines isn't filming and going, look, this is what this lady's doing right now. It's just unprofessional. But everyone else is, so you get this one side of the story first. So we go, oh my God, there's an issue with the airlines now. Fuck American Airlines. American Airlines, no, not really.
Yeah.
Like, we tried everything possible. Should I carry on this double wide fucking stroller? We told her to get off. Our guy tried getting it down. While he's getting down, she attacks him. He's getting it down, hits her on accident, and now you guys are trying to cry wolf here.
And then another passenger, ran up and to the one flight attendant or a gate attendant. We don't know who he is exactly yet. He went up to him and goes, if you talk like that to me, I would drop you. I would knock you out. I would take you out. And the attendant goes, get out. This is not your business. Sit down.
Yeah.
Don't come up to you like this. And then they're accusing the flight attendant for trying to start a fight with the guy.
Oh my God. That's
So
what's
the guy
wrong with
tried to be a
society.
These
hero.
things will find their way through usually, though, because if enough people are videotaping this, it's pretty easy to see how ridiculous.
And also, it's a mob mentality. Yeah, get him, Johnny. Sit the fuck down.
yeah.
This did.
That's why you
irritate
need.
me,
That's why you
too.
need some guys like guys. Like if I was on, I'm like, dude, did you not see that?
Yeah,
Sit the fuck. You're not gonna do shit.
Yeah, stop
First of
being
all,
a
you're not gonna
hero.
knock out anyone. Now you're being a bully. Sit the fuck down. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Don't be an asshole.
That's why you should
Now
be
you're
on every
really
flight.
delaying the flight.
Yeah.
And where's the marshal here?
Why doesn't the airline just hire a lot of ex-UFC fighters to just be on there to just kind of be like, excuse me, sir, I'm not an air marshal, but I will put you in a chokehold if you behave this
What
way.
a terrible job. That Neil.
You gotta fly all the time. Oh,
Neil Mellison, who's one of the top grappling coaches in all of the world, and he's having some vision problems. He was an air marshal forever,
Really?
top air marshal. He was like, it was the boringest job ever. I would fly in planes nonstop. Nothing ever happened. And he goes, in one time he got on a plane, he flew all the way to like Kuwait because there was a suspect on there. He had to follow him around. Turned out the guy was just a guy taking a piss. Was like, what? Can I help you? He's like, no, get back on the plane now. Go back to LA. Yeah,
God.
24 hours later.
Good God.
No, because the chances of anything happen aren't
Can
good.
you imagine sitting on a plane that long? I'd go crazy.
Kill me.
Yeah. You can't read. You got to be working. Which means you got to.
You can read, but you got to when they're getting on, you got to be alert. But it's a beast, man.
No,
What's the-
thank you.
What's the longest flight you guys have been on?
Me.
Brazil, 14.
I went to Thailand, so I had to. It was probably about 15, 16, something like that.
They're literally trying to do a Big Brown breakdown live in Australia.
Yeah.
And I said, how long's the flight though?
I heard it's
I'm dying to
terrible.
go. How long's the flight though? I don't know, man.
Too long.
I don't know, man. I need to see
I'm
dollars.
gonna have to see a first class ticket
I
on
need,
that.
I need to see first class ticket and dollars.
Yeah.
I need dollars and I need Great White exhibit.
Need a lot of money on
I
that.
need money and I need guarantee to see Great White.
Because I don't care.
If I get there and you show me a fucking black tip shark, I'm bum.
Yeah, a couple little sharks
I'm gonna-
swimming around.
No, there's gonna be a sold out show in Perth or some shit like that. I'm like, why didn't he show up? Dude, they took him on a Great White
You wanna
hunt.
see a giant
All we
shark.
saw was a black tip. He fucking left. He left. He went back to the States.
In a huff.
Yeah, and then
we just heard him say,
and then we
"Fucking
promised him a
black tip
saltwater
bullshit
croc.
shark."
We showed him a regular old alligator. He got all pissed and left, man.
What do they say? You only swim with a salty once.
I gotta see some shit.
I want to see a salty.
And I need that in the contract. It needs it in bullet points. Guaranteed to see great white shark. Guaranteed to see saltwater croc. Guaranteed to slap a koala bear. Guaranteed to wrestle a kangaroo.
Hey, why do you want to fucking slap a koala bear? They're
They piss
adorable.
me off.
Why? They didn't do
Their
anything to you.
stupid noses.
Oh, they bite you on your fucking face.
And they have chlamydia. You know that?
Ew.
Every one of them has it.
They carry chlamydia?
Yeah, like a motherfucker.
Ah, no
Did you
wonder.
guys know that?
No wonder my
I'm
dick is
just
dripping.
dropping
Honey, I
knowledge
swear to
today.
God, I went to the koala exhibit and my dick fell out of my pants.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Can you Google that just to make sure I don't look like an asshole?
No,
I'm almost
I've heard
positive
that. I've
koala
heard that.
bears have chlamydia, and great whites have herpes. There it is, chlamydia. But it says the STD threatened Australia icon. Yeah, because he fucks with koala bears. Can humans look at that chlamydia fuck? Look at him trying to look all
Hey.
cute behind the bamboo branches.
Oh, come on. Hold on.
Check
Wait,
that
let
out.
me read it.
I'm trying to read it, but I don't see chlamydia.
But numbers are plummeting and survival of koalas is under threat. One of the reasons is the sexually transmitted disease chlamydia. One of the most common places to find koalas in Australia these days is in the hospital. It's got an old girl.
300 koalas last year, chlamydia.
So a lot of them have it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I want to
Why?
slap the koala.
Why? Why are they getting it?
Because they fuck each other and they don't wrap up.
Condoms for koala bears.
Because they share needles, Brian.
And people condoms.
Look at him trying to look all cute there. Look at him. Not up in here. You ain't fooling me.
So they have their own form of chlamydia. Poor little
Yeah,
thing.
it causes blindness, infertility.
Well, you know what?
Not up in here.
Wear condoms.
Experts don't know why.
Look at that.
Practice abstinence. They need Christianity.
Look at that savage trying to entice, look all cute. Then you get all close. Oh, chlamydia with his fucking 3 toes in your face. Don't let him fool you, Brian. Hey, look at me. Australia? Not for you.
You don't know. All right, let's go.
Did you know kangaroos have AIDS? They're HIV positive.
No, they are not.
Yeah, in their tail.
No, you're a liar.
Yep. You get hit with that tail, AIDS.
Yeah.
That's what they say, man. You touch a koala, chlamydia. You
Touch
kiss
them.
one of those poisonous frogs, herpes.
Well, poisonous frogs you don't want to touch.
Have you ever seen one of those?
Yes. A lot.
Oh, wow.
Costa
Damn,
Rica.
you really have.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was in Costa Rica with you. We didn't see any poisonous
No,
frogs.
there were some. I saw them. And also
I saw
some
poisonous whores.
I saw them in Indonesia, and that's what I was thinking. Poisonous horse. Poisonous horse. All right, go on.
You Australia, worried about chlamydia fucking from the koalas and the ladies.
And the ladies at certain bars.
How do you get it from the koala? If they just touch you, does it say?
I don't
think it's
think you
only
can get it
only
from-
with koalas, and they don't know how why the koalas get it.
It's
Not what I heard. I'm
it's a
sticking to the
different
story.
strain.
Nope. No. Hey. Hey, I'm going to Australia.
Got you. Sorry about my
Sorry,
trip.
babe. Got herpes from the kangaroo.
Take all
over
these
there.
antibiotics.
We got chlamydia from the koala rubbing noses. What else you got, Chin?
This one I just found interesting. That Amber Heard is dating Elon Musk.
Oh, check out the big brain on Musk. Got him a dime piece.
You know?
It's rare those big brains get the chicks.
Women dig them, bro.
Why? Because he's saving fucking mankind.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Who has Amber Heard? I'm sorry.
Hey, Tesla.
one that just-
Tesla and a dick suck.
Yep. Who is Amber Heard?
She's the one that just divorced Johnny Depp. Remember?
Oh, and if there's anyone to make you jealous, if you're Johnny Depp,
It's
Elon Musk.
100%.
You go from fucking Jack Sparrow to Elon Musk.
Yep.
You know what that girl is capable
He's
of.
a big boy. Look at Elon. Well, not really. He's got a head on him. But still, well done.
He is a
She's
big guy.
attracted to his head. He's got a brain on him, man.
God damn, he has a head on him.
Yeah, he's got a head on him.
Look
Good
at
for
him. Well, that's not a flattering picture.
Not a very good
Well,
picture.
that's the worst picture of
That is
Amber Heard
the
I've ever
worst
seen.
Picture. Hold on, go back to that for a second, man. Well, this is the joke. You can be in love with a girl. The girl can be gorgeous, but then you see her at a certain angle, and you're like, I'm not attracted to her at all anymore.
Why? Because she looks like a star from Born This Way in that picture.
Boy,
I mean,
does
what
she.
is
Oh,
going
boy.
on right now?
Wow.
Wow.
Hey,
Don't-
you got a jaw on you there.
you got a jaw. Look at the.
Don't look at me.
fucking
Don't look at
kicks.
me. Don't get below me and look up because I don't look as good as I do straight on or when I'm over you. That's not a good angle for her. Oh, never talk to anybody shorter. Kids must be like, ah! And then adults are like, she's so hot. That's just a bad picture.
Well, her and Elon are.
They're in Costa Rica doing that thing that we did with the Harness.
Zip
lining.
The zip lining.
zip lining. Do you want to go zip lining then? Ah, shit, that's so rude. No, but we can go either with it. Ah, it's so rude.
The first one, like, damn, this is cool. By the fifth one, I was like,
Amber Heard, bro.
Amber Heard zip line into that man's fucking bank account.
Yep.
She's trying. Hey, don't fuck with Elon Musk. He has some work to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Save mankind and a dick sucked and get out of the way.
Yep.
It's Elon Musk, man. You know,
Elon
these
Musk.
kids go to Boxing Bird. I
only-
thought about stealing them.
He's only 5 years younger than me. All right, let's go.
That's the worst picture for of all time.
I didn't even look at
She's
it.
all.
That's very tough. Can you get that picture?
All right, the next one is this. A 12-year-old girl is set to fight a 24-year-old girl on the Deep organization.
Deep
I
has
don't
been around
understand
for a
that.
while.
I don't understand.
Look at that 12-year-old.
It's a tiny little girl.
That makes no sense to me. It's
And-
dangerous.
The girl she's fighting is 2 and 3.
What if she
Yeah.
gets hit in the
Coming
head?
off
She's
2
12.
losses.
But 24.
Says
against the
trying to
12.
get back in the win column by taking on 12-year-old opponent who's currently a 7th grader.
She's a 95-pound.
Yeah, 95
So
pounds.
it's 2 95-pounders. Okay. I don't approve. Too young.
How do they even get this done?
Should be noted that the 12-year-old only weighs roughly 86 pounds.
Boy, Japan, they just looking for that freak show. They don't give a fuck what happens.
Well, Russia's got those young kids swinging for the fences too. I don't know.
Not like this. Not old versus young. It's usually
Yeah,
young.
that's right, that's
Thailand does that. America
doesn't
does.
make any sense.
Everywhere does that. But this is a sanctioned mixed martial arts fight against
Yeah.
2 professionals. Russia doesn't do that.
No.
America doesn't do that.
I don't-
We do
I don't-
young versus young.
I don't approve. Child labor laws.
What if she just knocks a bitch out though? Her name's Momo.
And her opponent's Momosaki or something like that. So
That's
similar names.
confusing.
Have you guys seen younger kids do really well in jiu-jitsu? Because I know there's a lot of them do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, like when I do those Honor Invitationals, there's some young kids. Like I
Girls.
saw some 9-year-olds that were, I mean, it'll blow your mind how
Really?
good they are.
So they could-
blow your mind.
She could potentially win this fight then if she's really good at
Yeah, if she's good at
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu. And the other girl seems to be, maybe this isn't for her. She's 2-3. She's coming off 2 losses, and she's looking to get back in the win column by fighting a 12-year-old.
The 24-year-old is a former street fighter who was bullied in junior high school. Please get this off immediately.
What else you got, Chin?
I got one more. All right, so a husband saw his wife get bitten by a shark, and he ended up punching it in the face to get it off. And then apparently the shark went after him, but
Yeah,
they
he
both
punched him.
but they both survived, and she got airlifted to the hospital.
Well, I got a picture of a great white, so I don't think it was a great white.
Did it do it to
They
her?
didn't say what shark it was, so that's just a picture of it. Yeah, they say they have no idea what shark.
You know
it
what
was.
though? Look where it's at though. West Africa.
Yeah,
That's Great White Central.
West Africa or South Africa?
That's West.
west, and it's the British territory, whatever that is.
Does it say what happened to her?
She just got airlifted, and then she's in the hospital with her injuries.
Damn, and
And
he
she's
punched
like
her
a
in its
known-
nose.
She's a known person too. She works for some sort of government thing, I think.
God damn, man. I think if I saw a great
go
white
back
like
up
that,
there.
I would have a
Oh, that's
heart
not
attack.
that's not the one.
I'd have a heart attack.
Great white.
What's this?
It's just the same story, but a different website.
Oh, look at that great white.
You wanna see
Snorkeling.
this?
I'll tell you what I'm not doing in Australia. Snorkeling.
Fuck no.
That ain't happening.
Fuck no. Are you out of your mind?
I'm
What?
sweaty talking about it.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm gonna go-
get
oh,
on a
look at that-
boat.
look at that
I'll
thing.
jump in a
That's
cage.
great white right there. Just
This is a
swimming
great
along.
white, sort of trying to go for a surfer, but then just turns back.
God, he's lucky. Where's it
Look
at?
at that, right there.
Where? I don't see
Right
it.
here,
there.
right? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, shit.
So it's coming at him, and then he turns.
I wonder why he takes off. Saved his life.
Watch
Oh,
this.
shit. That shark said, you know what? Nah, not today. The shark says, you live.
Here he comes. Here he
That's
comes.
a pretty big one, too.
Here he comes. Here he comes. It's not that big.
I wonder what scared him.
Probably what, 6 feet or something?
Oh, so the shark bit her leg. She's bitten on the leg.
So they say that if you can, with a great white, rather than punch it, grab its tail.
Oh, what?
You know why?
Why?
Because that's what killer whales do. And when they grab your
Oh, who
tail,
says that, B?
when shark experts.
Let's
said
just
that.
go over this real quick and just common sense.
Yeah.
So when the shark attacks, it doesn't
Yeah.
come tail first; it comes face first.
I know.
They're usually about 6 feet long.
Yep.
So
Longer
when
than that,
you
longer than that.
well, let's just say on average, maybe 6 foot if it's a
Yeah.
little one.
Yeah.
How in the fuck would you grab its
Okay.
tail?
Since you asked, because you're fucking don't understand anything. You vault over its nose.
Okay.
You vault over its nose.
Hey, don't give our fans stupid
and
fucking
then you grab
advice.
the tail and you go, "What's up now, motherfucker?"
You know who says
and
grab
then
their
the thing goes,
tails?
"Ah," and runs away.
No one says that.
You don't know anything about
You
how
always
to
hit in the
neutralize a
eyes,
shark
gills,
attack.
or nose.
Eyes
Never
and
go
gills.
for the tail.
Okay, gills. Yeah, right.
'Cause you can
The
get it from here.
gills. No thanks, dude. Catch an angle and hit it in the gills. Hook it in the gills.
Is that it,
That's what
Jim?
I always
That's
say.
it.
What are we gonna do? Pipe Bryan down. You got a dropping knowledge.
I have a dropping knowledge.
If it's one from our live show or about a shark, I'm gonna punch you in
Nope.
the dick.
I just want to.
You wrote some shit out. I see.
I want to read something to you guys that I think is very important because it goes back to certain things that I think are important to know. We have a very divisive country politically, right? Of course we do. In the 1850s, there were no bowl of cherries either. I'm quoting George Will. But there's no denying that the partisan division is very deep and the level of discourse among policymakers and the media is bitter and counterproductive. So, here's the bottom line. We've always had in this country a rich sort of history of Federalists and Republicans and Democrats being very nasty to each other. The election of 1800 was maybe the nastiest ever. Remember, Abraham Lincoln was compared to an ape in many of the posters and stuff from the opposition. So that's not what matters. I think that what we're seeing now is this. When you pay attention to how people argue for their side in politics or in general. What they do is this. If you notice that the right or the left always kind of demonizes the other side, they'll call them pedophiles, they call them godless, they call them scumbags. So you know what's lost in that? Whenever I see that, whenever I see someone like Alex Jones, for example, calling Hillary Clinton, saying that she kills children and all that stuff, like, I'm not a fan of Hillary Clinton's, and I'm more right-wing probably, but the problem with that is I always go, ooh, you don't seem to have a lot of faith in your own ideas. And here's why. You should be trying, if you're really a conservative, if you're really a liberal or whatever it is, you should be trying to persuade the other side to come over to your side, or at least persuade them to see that your point of view has merit. Because if you agree that we agree on the American way of life, and we agree that we want a better world for our kids and for ourselves and a better country, that should be where we start from. So instead of like saying that you people over there do all these bad things, why don't you do your best to try to get those people to see that your point of view might be the best way to solve these problems? And we don't do that enough. And whenever I see the other side, and I don't care if it's Fox News or it's CNN, or Huffington Post. The Huffington Post is the liberal side, Fox News is the conservative side. And both of those sides love to take cheap shots. They love to belittle people that don't agree with them. And my problem with that, and by the way, guess who else did that a lot? Bill O'Reilly. Ann Coulter does that a lot. And the left is very guilty of that as well. Whenever I see that, I just think to myself, man, you don't have a lot of confidence in your ideas. You're not very good at building bridges. You're definitely not part of the solution. You're part of the problem. Because all you're doing is fucking talking in your echo chamber. All you're doing is speaking to your side. You're not speaking to the other side and trying to change their minds. And what moves shit forward and what solves problems and what makes the world a better place is getting the other side to see your point of view and accept at least part of it. So don't call people names. It's why George Washington talked about civility. The founding fathers said civility is very important. And that means respect for other people's point of view. Having the wherewithal to listen and have the respect to listen and not call people names. So that's
Don't
my
call each
dropping
other
knowledge.
names.
Shut up, you stupid moron.
I don't going to name. I got to I have to write that down.
Hey, man. Don't make fun of me, bro.
I'm not.
Yes, you are, and I'm
If
sensitive.
after one more story, I'm gonna bust. I think we've been around each other too much.
Oh, man, I
one
know.
more fucking story. I'm
One
look at
more
me.
story, I'm gonna
kill you.
bust.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'll
Kill.
fight you right now, dude.
I wish you would.
If you touch
I
my
would
face.
grab your scalp and yank your shitty hair off. And it would never grow back.
So mad at you.
You'd never grow back.
Shut up, Brennan.
Ow. Ow. Hold on, let's do this after.
You do it after, man. Ah, my finger. Ah, ah. Ah. You almost broke my finger, dude.
Sorry.
You're not sorry, dude.
Sorry. Hey, where can they find you to do fucking stand up with a broken finger? And that shit
Vancouver,
here.
Vancouver, March 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm gonna
March 4th, 5th, and 6th? Wow, I can't wait for that.
I mean,
fuck you.
I mean,
I'm at
May.
the Ice House May 3rd.
May at the Comedy Mix. I'll be March 4th, 5th, and 6th. Guess who I'm going to be with? The Azim brothers. Joseph and Tarek. Mm-hmm.
Cool, done sell tickets. I love those guys, though.
Yeah.
I will be May 3rd, Ice House Comedy Club, breaking down UFC 211. That's sold out. His won't be. What's up? I'm also sold out La Jolla, the Comedy Store, this Thursday.
Hey, get off
If you want to
me.
see Bryan, he'll be at smaller clubs. tfatk.com.
Shut the fuck up.
I love
Jab.
you. This is the Fighting Kid. We're out.
Oh, shit.